So I've been watching a lot of author vlogs lately, like little weekly vlogs, day in the life vlogs, and they've been super fun for me to watch, so I thought I would try my hand at them. If you've never seen my face before, I'm Jennifer Ellison. I am a USA Today bestselling author of fierce lady-led YA fantasy. I wrote the Threats of Sky and Sea series, and I wrote the Lady Pirate series, and I am working on the sequel to Striking Midnight, which is my Cinderella Assassin book. So today is Friday. Dropped my kids off at daycare. They go part-time, so I've got pretty much the entire day just blocked out for writing and revising. So Monday I revised about and added like 500 words to my MS, and then immediately felt that body was telling me that I needed a little time away. So I haven't written or touched my manuscript in 3 days, and it had a nice effect, which was that I'm excited to come back to it today. I also thrifted this really cute hoodie this week, which has sun and moon vibes, very appropriate for my book, and lit a little candle, trying to get a little scent association going with the book as well. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah, I changed the first draft of that chapter, which I had written from Sin's point of view, who is my female main character. I decided that it needed to be from my male main character, Knox's point of view, so I rewrote it, fleshed it out a little more, added some of Knox's emotion. This is my second draft, and I'm trying to keep it kind of like high level on revisions and focus on plot, and then do another round that's more focused on adding in like setting details. And it's a little bit of a newer process for me, but it's working really well so far. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that progress. I am gonna get a snack and get back into it. Okay, I worked about another hour. This is our word count now. Not a lot of words added in this round, which is fine. I had to take a lot of stuff out, add some other stuff in. I'm like splicing together different scenes that I've written to make them fit together better. I'm gonna take another break now. I'm gonna have some lunch, maybe watch some YouTube videos, maybe work on some marketing kind of stuff for a little bit, because I have a write together with the Tenacious Writing community at 1, so I want to make sure I have like the energy to actually be in there. Okay, I'm about to sit back down. I had lunch. The write together is in like 45 minutes, so I think I'm just gonna work on updating my back matter, because it's a very long story. Well, it's not that long. I didn't work for 5 years and wasn't paying attention to my website's renewal, and someone else bought my domain name. So I have a new website now, and the back matter in every single one of my books, except the one that I've already done, has my old website with my old newsletter sign up on it. So I'm slowly working my way through my backlist to update those. So I'm almost done with the second one of these that I'm doing. So I think I can probably finish that before switching gears to do writing again. Just kidding, I forgot I sold something on Poshmark that I really need to get in the mail today. Where are they? Yes. Okay, I finished reformatting that, and I think I can probably upload it tonight. I found myself skimming a lot of sections, and I'm always like afraid to like reread my own work, so I haven't read that book in a really, really long time. I wrote it like 10 years ago, and haven't read it since then, but I really liked it. I don't know, that made me feel really happy. That was a good part of my day. And now the write together starts in like 4 minutes, so I'm gonna light my candle again and get in that headspace and like turn on some instrumental music, and that will finish out my day. Okay, that was really good. I added some more words. I got further along in revising this scene that was like originally my chapter 3 and now it's chapter 16. So it needed considerable work on it. We're ending the day with this word count. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I am heading out to go get my kids, and that's the end of my workday. I will probably upload the new formatted files for Riot tonight, but I am probably done working for the day. We got stuff to do with the kids, and I'm usually exhausted after they go to bed, so uploading those files is all I'm gonna do. Good morning, it's Saturday. I just woke up. I'm a vision. I didn't wind up uploading the newly formatted Riot books, so I'm just gonna upload those files real quick. I don't typically work a ton on the weekends because my kids are home the whole day. I didn't wind up uploading the files because by the time my daughter got to sleep, it was like 10 o'clock. She didn't take a nap at school. So she wound up in kind of an overtired cycle where she kept getting like really upset about small stuff. So we would talk it out, soothe her, and then a little something else would set her off in a big way. So I'm just gonna upload these files real quick, and that's probably it for today. As I came in my office, I almost never work at night. I just usually do not have the energy, but I felt like I just needed to be alone today. So I think I'm just gonna do like a little half hour and see how far I get at that point. I also have started really prioritizing sleep in my life, so I try not to stay up too late. So a half hour will get me to about 10 o'clock, which I think is reasonable to get to bed. And we're gonna stop right here. So I'm glad I made a little bit more progress there. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here tonight, even though it's like 9:54, so technically I could have done 6 more minutes based on my time constraints. But what I need to add in more in this chapter is like sexual tension, and I'm not there right now. I gotta go sleep. So that's it for today. Today's Sunday. I put on a little makeup today because I kind of felt like garbage yesterday. This helps me feel a little more human. Getting ready to go take my daughter for a makeup swim lesson. I'm probably just gonna read while she does that. Good morning, it is Monday. I dropped my kids off at daycare, I went to the gym, I just finished grocery shopping, and now we're gonna see what we can get done today before like a new member writing cooler for this writing community that I'm a part of. I actually have kind of a busy week this week, so I'm setting a goal to just kind of keep moving on projects. So we came home, unloaded groceries, we took a shower. We're eating a really disappointing lunch. I'm like not a health queen. I just got chicken taquitos, frozen ones, and normally I love chicken taquitos, but I won't buy this store brand again. And now I'm just getting ready for this like new member water cooler for the writing community that I joined a couple months ago. And so today's kind of gonna be a wash. I have just an unusually busy week, and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna give myself grace and flexibility this week and just consider whatever I manage to do a positive. Hello, it's Tuesday, almost 11:30. Took my kids to daycare, went to the gym, went to the chiropractor, came home, showered, and that's about where we're at. I would love to get some writing done. I don't know if that's realistic right now. I have a call at 12:30 that I need to do a little bit of prep for. How much do I want to talk about this? I guess I can always cut this out if I decide it's not appropriate at the time of posting. So this is a call with a literary agent who is/was my critique partner. We met actually in a querying, I think it was querying class. It was a lit reactor class. We met and we clicked. We really liked each other's stuff, so we started trading pages. And like a year or two ago, she became like a junior agent. So I started writing again this year. We started talking more about like writing and like reigniting like our passions for our projects, because she's also an author. And she was like, if you, by the way, just throwing it out there, like if you do decide you want to go trad. So we're having a call today to kind of talk about that. And yeah, I've known her for, gosh, so I published Threats of Sky and Sea 11 years ago. I knew her at least a year before that. It might have been 2 years. So I've known her like 12 or 13 years at this point. So yeah, if it's appropriate for this video, I will include this and let you know how it went. If it's not, I'm gonna cut this in editing and you'll never know. Good morning, it's Wednesday. So the call yesterday went really well and I have an agent. I'm gonna keep working on my Cinderella Assassin series and self-publish that as planned. Going forward, we'll just pursue traditional publishing for my other projects as long as like she thinks the market is a good fit. And if no one bites, I will continue self-publishing. So for me, there was really just no downside. You know, I can keep self-publishing if traditional publishers don't bite. I don't feel the pressure to self-publish on like a fast timeline the way I used to. I'm in a better headspace about writing for myself. Yeah. So today I'm up before my kids. I think I'm gonna update some keywords on that first series. I've done some keyword research and see if I can get sales to pick up without investing a ton of money in the meantime. And then after I drop my kids off at daycare, today is a rest day from the gym, which means that I will actually have some writing time. Yeah, let's see how the day goes. Okay, I am just inexplicably really tired this week, but I feel like I am in a decent headspace to make a little progress on Slipping Glass. So I'm gonna work on that. I did update the keywords on my first book this morning. It'll take a little while to go live, and I want to make some other tweaks to its sales page in the near future, but probably not this week. I'm trying to see if I tweak some of these small things, if my sales improved, because it's just been a long time since I looked at that kind of stuff, so we'll see. But for today, I have virtual therapy at noon. It's about 9 right now, so I have a couple of hours that I can get some work done. We've got our candle lit, we've got our star earrings on, we are getting in the vibe. And we are starting here today. A therapy appointment, telehealth, but so I'm ending probably the whole workday here, because by the time I'm done with therapy, then I gotta have lunch, then I gotta get my kids, and it's the whole thing. So, but we crossed 48,000 words with that revision. Hello again, it's Thursday. As is the case most of this week, I don't have a ton of time today. Took the kids to school, went to the gym, came home, got a shower and breakfast in, and now I'm sitting in front of my computer. I have a dental appointment at 1 today. It's a little past 11:30, so I do have a little bit of time. There is a writing masterclass I was thinking of logging on for at noon, but in order to give myself a little bit of time while the kids are at school, I think I might just have to catch the replay on that one. So let's dive in. We are starting here. Okay, it's about noon and I do want to try logging on for this masterclass so that I don't have to watch the whole thing later. So we're gonna switch gears. Good morning, it's my birthday. It's also Friday. So what do we have today? We've got, I went to Publix this morning. Today's the day that I'm announcing that Alex is gonna be representing me. So I'm doing my, I have an agent post. I went to Publix this morning and bought myself a birthday cake, but I just had them write agented on it. I filmed a little TikTok, I'll splice that in here. I took a couple photos with said cake. And yeah, I am gonna post those later when I think more people are likely to be awake and see them and interact with the post. My husband and I are gonna go shopping and to lunch for my birthday. And I have a little bit of time, so I am going to dive into revisions until it's time to head to lunch. And if we make it back from lunch in time, I'm gonna hop onto the write together that's today. If not, it's not a big deal. But yeah, I would love to be able to spend my birthday that way. And then after school, the kids have swimming today. And the weekends are always kind of a semi-wash for me. So that's it. That's the plan. Okay, and we are pausing here. I am the worst vlogger, but had a really great birthday. Wrote a little this morning, then went shopping and out to lunch with my husband. Came home, did my little agent announcement. Super excited. And then I hopped on a write together and got a little further along in this draft. It is messy. It is a Franken draft. There are bits and pieces that I wrote in the first draft that I'm thinking, oh, it works better in this part, but you know, now I have to make it fit better in that part. So it's progress. It still has a long way to go. And we are ending the day here, so close to 50,000.